start recording the video first?
Yes, I start the recording first and then move on to the live. Anyway, hello everyone. My name is Masuki, and I am joined by today Fate.
I have not been here in how long? A couple months.
Almost a year. Give me an extra full screen though. Okay, and I decided I wanted to play Higurashi When They Cry. I found that apparently it's a very fun game. And
I just existed.
Yeah, he's here to exist to help me voice one of the characters, which is the fun loud one.
You want me to be the loud one? I can be louder?
I've only what? Okay. Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. I probably butchered that so bad. Arc will be the opening inviting you into this world.
Donakadashi.
Okay, thank you.
That's the best I can pronounce. It sounds better than what you would say.
Don't play through. Please just enjoy life in Hinazuma to the full.
No, Hinazawa.
Hinazawa, thank you. To the fullest. This stuff.
I watch less Japanese than you do.
I know. The difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you will enjoy the reward.
Death? Oh yeah, there's death in the dungeons.
I mean, you're going into this blind. I'm gonna see if how long it'll take. Please do not lament. I will forgive you, even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not lament. Oh wait, that's the same thing. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? I cannot pronounce names. This is a work of fiction. Oh.
You told me to get here halfway through a chapter.
It's 1983, the early summer.
83? It's the 80s.
No, it's 1983. Yes. I like the year 83, you know? If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I have no use talking. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice, and these tears, and the hammer sound finally stills and everything falls silent. I missed a part. I made it go slower.
Oh, the graphics.
It's an old story. Only the cry of the cicadas remains annoyingly loud.
Remained annoyingly loud.
And yet, I felt as if I could still hear her voice. That's not possible. She is no longer speaking. Oh yes. The only one crying is me. She never cried.
This is why you called me here for grammar checks?
No, definitely not. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion, because there were never none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't have shed any for her. That's why this pain, my eye is getting moist. Why was this happening? I still wanted to believe. I haven't been split apart.
Why does it remind me of Signalis so much? Oh,
that's enough, right? No, I've never watched that. Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently.
It's a similar dialogue. It's just as dark.
My spirit had suffered enough. I don't think I have. And countless times I've warned over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I still refuse to do that, haven't I? Stubbornly. I know. I felt better if I just threw it away, even knowing that I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand the painful struggle and appreciate it. I know. Hey, me? I've tried more than enough.
I'm gonna die from this.
I've acknowledged that much.
Yep, you've acknowledged you're gonna die from this.
Oh yeah. Isn't it all right to just take the easy way out? Don't worry, I can do this. Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind with her. I'm planning on finishing this all today. Like, Gray's by far. I have no idea. I want to get the entire game serious so I can play it. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up.
Like your leg.
And with every swing, freak it a little more.
Your right arm?
Yeah. The kindness made me happy. The adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head.
What?
I loved how demure you were.
Because being up in the
this will I think so. This will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last banquet for you.
Oh, you can pronounce that one correct.
Thank you.
Oh, they're killing themselves. Wow. Please fix it now.
Props, I really did love you.
When was this even made? Higurashi When
It's
They
really
Cry.
old. I think it came out in the early 2000s.
Wait, it is early 2000s. Still.
Somebody has been apologizing to me for a while now.
Apologizing for what?
I wonder what she's apologizing for.
It's like
felt
cicadas!
wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I've last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I've lived there until last month, I found the bustling of the city to be overwhelming. The skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The cacophony of the cross. Even the champagne's speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I got this. There's a character I want you to voice specifically. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of the and the bubbling of broths, and the city of and the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. I can't.
Locusts, cicadas, those all bugs.
I know.
Insects, I mean.
I don't know that. Rather than making me feel lonely.
They destroy fields, and those are just like,
That quietness had begun to install a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean like there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even any vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. The nearest town had some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I had lived in the city for over 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor. I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Someday, it's still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? She's apologizing so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much.
You're watching signals, just so you know this new podcast.
Why don't you just tell me to do a blind playthrough of it?
Signals is not free, I don't think. That's why.
I'll get it at some point.
I'm a cheapskate, okay?
I know. I'll get it at some point. After I finish the Higurashi series. I started to feel, When They Cry series, the Higurashi series is only one part. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that could be forgiven, that can't be forgiven, you know? There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. It's something that cannot be fixed, you know? You just need to be more careful next time. That's all you have to do. And she's still apologizing even now.
Do you know my ELA's was basically?
Then
sucked.
But has she really done something?
Why are you dying?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear too well.
No, we're just talking about how absolutely garbage my ELA scores were. Best. The absolute and I'm somewhat geeked.
You're half blind. You're half what is it called? Deaf. You're half deaf. I have no idea what she's done.
Deaf? I'm slightly deaf.
Slightly deaf. Same.
You have high hearing. We're polar opposites.
Polar opposites.
Including personality.
Yeah.
Opposites attract.
I have no idea what she's done. But if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. Really? I did not realize that doing that would cause that. No matter how much she apologized, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to, why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Kichiki, we're almost there. Wake up. I have finally roused from my... I finally roused from my prodding. Well, it's a father, not a mother. It's fine. It's good enough. Kichiki, we're almost there. Wake up. Sweetie boy.
That sounds like a serial killer right there.
That's
literally written like it's someone about to kidnap you.
Sweetie boy. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. It seems the train has reached its final stop. We spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window in the city I was in half a day ago was in the same country. No, that they were even from the same era, you know?
You said 970.
970?
What? 970?
I have no idea. From there we take a car deep into the... I don't know why that stubborned me. Into the mountains. That was such an easy... I like the art in this. Excuse you, cat. Pass for the dense forest encroaching on the mountain roads suddenly opened up.
I just realized this. Tell me that
my
later.
cat destroyed my curtain.
This is not according to blinds.
Blinds, whatever.
How did he do this?
He poked his head through it. There,
what?
where I lived in Hinazuma.
Himazawa.
Himazawa, thank you.
It's Zawa, not
Zawa, I know. I was playing Genshin a little bit ago.
Himazawa. Sorry, I just like... Higurashi When They Cry.
Cue credits. Well, thank you for playing the game with me.
Imagine if that was actually a game. Now it's end credits.
I'm so glad I brought water with me. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Frigid, same thing. Although, in exchange, you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air!
What you know society doesn't have.
No. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Hopefully that said it right. Nothing but trees. The neighborhood was far away on the other side, you know? So I was probably the only one enjoying the view and the air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Air! So I started living in Hinazawa? Yeah, I got it. I learned that even air has its own taste. Disgusting air.
It's pollution tasting, that's why.
I quickly finished getting ready for school, headed down for breakfast, and all those good things in between.
You sound like someone's going to get murdered. It sounds like they're going to get murdered.
Quickly finished getting ready for school, and I'm headed down for breakfast. My mother, the only one there. My father is nowhere to be seen. God, where did he was probably up working until the early morning again. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession, you know? Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. God, I want that job.
Hey.
Huh. I was so jealous.
I'm actually going to look this up. I'm actually going to look up.
Styles.
Oh, that's on my history list.
I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter.
My student can't be a psycho.
What are you on about? Be a painter when I grow up. Dad was ecstatic about that. I have no idea what you're on about. It was just because it looked easy. I never told him that, though. Painting's not easy. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetable, raw eggs, and grilled salmon. Oh, I love salmon. My mom was such a good cook.
Well, XC is emotionless, cold-hearted. What? It's all the one thing to look at.
If you don't want to play the game with me, you can leave, you know.
I just quickly looked up that one thing. Now it's on my history list.
Yeah, you could have done that in your spare time. Wait.
No, because I had never thought of it. Continue. Someone need me.
A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast.
Murdered. Why you sound like every sentence you're saying? I feel like you're gonna get murdered more and more.
Like my dad, who didn't even
get
know
murdered, or they're the serial killer.
the meaning of the word schedule. My mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune. She brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today.
The family's gonna get murdered. They're gonna be all alone, and they're gonna be murdered.
I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we've moved here, Kichiki. If I didn't wake up early, I wouldn't have time to eat breakfast, Mom.
Well, I don't care.
I thought I was being cute, responsible, wise. Yes, wise. Crack after being praised for being good. Full bowl of rice? Or will half be enough?
I love that for breakfast, but guess what? Your breakfast sucks.
Pile it on, I said as I
breakfast here sucks.
First I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that I covered it with eggs.
With the egg.
With the egg. After bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Oh goodness, I have to keep remembering not to scroll. I keep something like that. Not bad at all. You said excellent. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. Such a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast over since we moved, Konichiki. God, I did it again! I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast, Mom made me each morning. That's probably the only way I can protest being forced to attend cram school.
I need to see it.
Oh, you want to see it now? You want to actually be a part of this now?
Somewhat. There you go.
Somewhat? Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough for somewhat.
I guess that's what you'd call my rebellious phrase.
This reminds me of when we did Joel Creation Game, the way we're having it set up right now.
Shh. I don't know why that stopped working.
You don't know.
I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she worked up early every day. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. What the hell? Why was I slapped? Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rina-chan?
What?
Totally. I'm a high person. I couldn't read that fast enough. Hurry. Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Rena is one of my classmates. She really is looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I look at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rena wait there for me every morning? It's like, no matter what time I come in, she's always there. I once would have bored. She's just right there. Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I reached for the door. Please thank Rina-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, the pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I had known that, I would have savored them a little bit more. Morning!
I think it's an ad, baby.
an ad.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Holy moly, that's good graphics for the background. Actually, they're both pretty good graphics. Completely different styles, though. Those are classic.
Kichki-chan! Kichki!
I'll continue
Good
reading.
morning!
Can you read that one thing?
No. I want you to voice the green-haired lady. Why know I? I think she carries an airsoft gun on her all the time.
Why make me do
Her
that?
cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. Because she is a twin. You're always so early. Hey, hands off! Hands off! Hands off! You should try sleeping in sometime. If I slept in, I'd keep you waiting. I don't want that.
Okay.
She's so considerate and such a good person.
I'm not a good person.
If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Kichki-chan, you're so cold.
You would charge you against running from murder.
Oh god, that went through my nose.
If you're running from murderer, do
I'll
that.
wait for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust without looking back.
The only thing I won't
Why
be called artist to
are you
little
so
sisters
mean? Why? Irina had a slightly troubled look on her face. Talking with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed.
Over that clash.
It's a beautiful flash. I'm kidding. I'd wait for you. With those words,
When
Rita
gets a
seemed
chance,
to
run away and
relax.
don't leave her behind. I'd leave her.
Her flushed face, bright red. Thank you.
You didn't say there'll be romance.
Don't worry, you don't have to worry about that. Hey, wait forever until you came, Rena. No matter how long. Forever? Rena turned bright red, steaming rising from her head. Is she sick? A brain circuit, I think. Hopefully that's...
I guess someone will listen to
circuit.
episode 1 when they were fighting the brain circuit.
I don't think I ever watched that. She's especially weak to this sort of talk.
It has like 4 seasons, but it's still good every season.
I heard there's a really cool maid in it.
Doesn't?
I think.
Yes.
It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Irina? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I haven't. I've never read before. Nothing at all. Nothing ever. Nope. I've never read anything before.
Oh, I've read a lot of them. I was half of my age.
For that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I can't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh, yeah, message from Mom. She said, thanks for the pickles.
How do you pass out from like embarrassment?
It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty. They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I can't be that forthright. I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Irina? Or was it your mom? Uh-huh? Oh, why do you ask? Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it Irina? Or was it your mom? Why are you asking me who made them? There shouldn't be any issue with who made them, yeah? Why do you ask? Depending on who made them, my opinion on them might change drastically. Huh? She continued frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Ha! Why do you poke at me? Why do you point? Why do you point to dear fate? Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Huh? Pretty good. Just the last ones that went perfectly with the rice.
They went.
Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It was truly a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage by any some lowlife Who could ever take advantage? Oh, careful. Could take advantage of poor sweet Rena.
Everyone in existence. You're never sweet people.
Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until you handle it like the average person. Or so I decide for myself. Let's go. If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just kept spacing out,
I feel like
I
when
called
you stopped
Rena
at
back.
the name, that might be the person I'm voicing finally.
Yes. Back to reality, so we can
Put my
make
investigating
our way
glasses on,
to...
let's go.
Please don't put my glasses on. The stage easily flustered girl...
Strange.
Oh, the strange, easily flustered girl is Rena.
Why is it strange? It's stupid, why? I think I have to go in.
I think it's because she has a bit of mood swings. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Oh, it could be that her name's not very common. Like yours. Or causes. Check our cause torch! Mi-chan, good morning! I agree with you, legendary anime fan, too. Coming up to the next redesign point. Redesign point! We saw another person waiting for us in that grave.
Wonderful song. Basically, get to location points.
Yes, there's someone.
Goal, objective point.
Yes, she waved like that mad woman she was, jumping me up and down quite frantically.
Mine?
Yes.
Finally, you two are late. Yes. You two are late. Usually you're the ones who's late.
She's a tomboy.
Are those two different people?
Usually you. Yeah, usually
that's
you're the
you.
one who's late. Oh, sorry, I skipped. Sorry. In sharp contrast to the delighted Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum diligence. God damn it. Diligent. She's Mion Tsunezaki.
You can at least pronounce that for some reason.
I can pronounce certain words. From what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class.
Morning, Mia. And it's been a while, Ki-chan. How many years?
I was only off for 2 days.
You don't say. You were so much cuter back then.
Mian gaze started at my chest, then dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. So she was saying it was my crotch that was cuter back then. Before you ask, just to be clear, I never actually tried to show it to her. I've grown quite splendidly, excuse me. You'd be surprised. I've grown... Oh.
Not only is he a bit bigger, but he has a little mustache now.
Being so engroved with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly.
Don't say next time. Right now it's just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh air with a fresh morning air?
I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty. And you can smell it falling up in the morning air before. Mean sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Oh, it was you. Sorry. As my hand reached for my flag. No, it was me. Rita began to rumble in a near panic. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are we... Red-faced and flustered, Rita tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. Yeah.
How was it?
How was it? See, no, it was definitely you.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was the other one. I thought you were like,
no, it wasn't my fault this time.
How was it seeing the city again?
It's quite fun. I got to see some things. Mina switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the befitting the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. Just the funeral, you know? Those are so common these days. My old grandpappy died, and I was so sad.
So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked you for?
You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral! A funeral! I don't have any time to look around in toy stores. Hair flop.
Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know?
Completely different.
It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Should I put cowboy axe on that?
Is that about games again, Michan?
Should I put cowboy axe on?
You can do whatever. Mion nodded proudly as Rena giggled.
Yep, I want to get down to bring me back.
No, scratch it, don't stop!
What?
Stop it, no! Stop, that was please stop, it's horrifying.
Catalog, you see.
Let's just talk normally. Westport was short for Western Port Games, obviously.
Like the one we doing the makeup removal, remember?
No.
No,
I don't know what you're talking about. Using the abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky.
Abbreviation.
Yeah.
You can just send them up. What the hell?
You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you?
Well, I guess I have to now. I want to get another game for hot action.
This time, I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiastic, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of
different ones.
According to Rena, Mion's room had kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. How the hell did that happen? I'm not too sure. If there's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too.
Of course! If keychain is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough.
Just what I want. I'll play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose.
Let's get a harem guy.
What?
This sounds like a harem guy. If I get a harem.
Yeah, the next one's Mion, I think.
Whoa! We're in the group this time. I guess.
Bristling with joy head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Mion. But the group part is definitely Mion because she's the one that's all about card games. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression peaked up even further.
I thought boys prefer playing outside more, so I figured you want to. Oh, that's 100% wrong. Couch potato for life.
You're neat.
You are too.
Me. We're such a family.
Baby Mushroom 2 is also a neat. And then the clown is also a neat, I think.
No, they have a job.
They have a job, but
for such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I'd moved here less than a month ago. I understand that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me. Why did that mess me up?
I understood that. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me. How do you mess it up?
I don't know.
Could to make.
I'd have to try harder to fit in, you know? So they wouldn't feel like they have to, try and make me feel welcomed. Because I think I'm a pretty enjoyable guy, obviously.
He sounds like the hero who I get the hero.
I know makeup. I do all my eyeliner after all. And it would be such fun to learn tips from these two as well. And I feel like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place.
This is 100% relatable. Everything's fine. What? No. Why it's cats? Not that. Why the hell do I also have you? Why the fuck? Oh.
You're doing
shit, my do not disturb is.
Hinazawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. Just one. No more, no less, just one class. The class enclosed all different grades and genders. Just one square box room. Nothing else. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. How the hell people graduate from the school, I don't know. I'm told that long ago, there used to be a bigger school building, and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it's stayed that way out of tradition. Somehow. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly, I found out. I've actually gotten quite used to it, because I am that person that adapts pretty quickly. The sound of children playing started right from the morning.
Oh, you suddenly thought of Pebble Guy for a moment when you said children playing.
Ha ha ha! With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a prep
like
school.
Dying at the moment.
Then turn it off.
It's
Not that there was a bad thing. Software war. Mian had been walking in front of us up until then, so let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Too bad. I was going to fall for that again. To think you'd give it up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mia chuckled with a hearty smirk on her face. What is it, you guys?
Innocent.
Step back, Rena. It's dangerous. Let me handle this. For I am a warrior of justice. For she is here! Huh? Satoko-chamas? Her name was Satoko Hyojo? Hyojo. It's totally wrong, but hey.
She was just a impotent, bossy kid.
Please let me. The way she talked was annoying, but it would be immature to
I
get
got one
worked up
character to
over
voice. I
just
have really
that.
nothing else to voice. I'm just waiting.
Do you want to voice the blue-haired girl?
Is that the one that I did the... Is it that?
No, that's a blonde-haired girl.
Can I do
The
twins
real
as well?
Yes.
Do the twins.
You can do the two twins.
Oh, they don't die. They both die. Woo!
Put the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door.
Hey, don't you pay much attention to join us?
It's too obvious, Satoko! For I am the guardian of justice! Came
like,
from behind the door. Yes. Excellent, kid.
Excellent, Keisha. I guess that means you win this round.
No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such
Intricate.
I can't. Since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps that were simply there to bait you to the main one. Traps that relentlessly keep coming at you like a sadist Ruby Goldberg machine. That list goes on. Ruby Goldberg. Have you never heard of her? I haven't either. I just did a little. I think I heard it once. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. She really is an evil supervillain that I, the leader of justice, shall take down. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. You have to be on your workout. By the looks of it, this is easier than normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from the blackboard eraser.
From a blackboard eraser.
Loaded with rocks on my first day. So then, why didn't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after, making me focus my attention upward. So as I lift my hands to the door,
Lifted.
There were thumbs that stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap.
Oh, that.
Yeah, oh my god. Potential and terrifying trap.
Opponent.
Oh yes. Concealed by using the blackboard erasers. An impressive combination, Satoko! But in the end, nothing more than the trivial miscalculations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room.
What are you asking me, you kicked?
I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jumping rope catching on my leg. By the time I realized she had me,
hook, line, and sinker!
It was already too late. I begun to fall in the utmost piteous manner. Ki-chan, watch out! Instantly reaching. Oh, it's yours. Sorry!
Ki-chan, watch out!
What the heck? Your voice peaked.
That's my voice. The no was my voice peaking. That's more like me saying Doge. That was many people speaking with me in absolute sadness and despair.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor.
Oh, that's too
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, ow, ow!
Inkstone filled to the brim with paint.
Paint?
What? I saw this and thought it was paint for whatever it was. Placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered imagining the situation had I landed square on it. My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Kitsu-chan. Weren't we a lovely one this morning? Still sprawled out in an awkward position. I was greeted by a mocking voice. There was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko! I don't know one thing I don't have from this. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Oh.
Hey, well, I'm trying to remember something. What is it called?
God, I love you.
Something that starts with an L. About being a short, petite little girl.
Lolly?
Yeah, she looks like a lolly. She is.
She's a child.
Lolly then.
Still
And
a
you can also
child.
get young and stuff.
It seemed I
Inadvertently.
Thank you. Sprained my back a little when I landed. Better than landing on the back of that inkstone.
What is it?
A small hand gently rubbed my head.
Go away. No, wait.
If you make this character the creepiest one ever, that would be hilarious. The small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. I wonder if you're even being picked up. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help me back, but I didn't.
Help my back.
Yeah, help my back. It's not so much about what you'd actually do. It's the thought that counts, I guess. Although I'm pretty sure I somehow caused my spine to flatten out of the pain. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now.
So scared.
Yay, Rika-chan. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sorry, just kidding.
My deep voice is good for this.
It's amazing, thank you. Thank you for making my day.
Good morning to you all.
Rita greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rina, Mion, and I all bow back. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glare over in her direction. Satoko was whistling, well, rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of a good girl. For I am a very good girl. A good girl who won't set those nasty traps. Who would ever forbid to do such a thing? I forbid. You know? Nothing but lies and slander, after all. Exactly what I picked up Sakoto by the back of her collar. She looked like a misbehaved cat when I did this.
Nope.
When I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with.
You said that he jump scares me like once a week. Like you do once a
I'm
week.
sorry. Try saying that if you won't say it.
I'm sorry.
I cropped my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. What the heck are you doing? I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof.
The ink block, whatever the hell.
Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say that in a way people will misunderstand. Small hand tugged on the back of my shirt. Mika-chan is just so... How can I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clumping shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick.
Watch me, eyes are closed.
It doesn't bother me. Oh goodness.
You must stay quiet, Satoko.
Rika gently patted the... Please don't pat my head. Patted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess that those two were the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. It's your turn.
Next time, send even a more amazing trap. Your voice doesn't work for that.
Wait a minute. As she observed the scene, Rina's expression grew static. She began to swoon.
Try to go intense with deepness of your own voice. It doesn't sound good.
Satoko is crying.
You got Chan.
So cute.
You can't take them home.
Oh, but they're so cute.
You can't, no matter how cute they are.
But just for a bit. It's fine, isn't it fine? Please tell me it's fine. Do you see how cute and adorable they are? You can't tell me I can't take them home. Look how cute they are. Oh god. Rika kept the flimsy face even as an outrageous idea spread from her mouth. According to Mion, Rina is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tried to take them home. Objection or person.
That's object! Stealing is bad, but dark people's even worse, you know. Give it up!
And then I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right? Please, man, please tell me it's right, please. Rina swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever gone missing in Himazuma, I'd be Himazawa! I'm sorry, I played Genshin. I'll be forced to turn Rina into the authorities. Forgive me, Rina. I'll be sure to bring your care package when that put you away.
Teacher is coming! Quickly, clean everything up. That ink stone is yours, right?
Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the classroom shifted back to normal.
It's killing sweet.
Should have brought water. Inkstone was bad, but the thumbprints stunk to the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, trying not to screw myself.
Making sure
Skewer myself, yes. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the vellum from before had been nearly tidied up. We made it in time!
This gets so short. I don't get why. You make them long. It's not that hard.
Seriously.
Rise! Attention! Oh, wait.
Rina.
I gotta give a militarist voice.
What? No, Mion
Attention!
gave out
Morning commands, that's right.
the morning commands. My nose keeps getting clogged. Oh, posture me. It's difficult being the teacher for all those different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one, but naturally she ends up spending all of her time with the younger kids. Rina and Mion, being in the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even ended up helping each other teach the younger kids, so it seemed like they could never get to their own studies.
Grandma's killing me!
Yeah, they're actually way behind where my students have progressed.
How are your grandma's worse than me?
Fantastic. As a result, I'm pretty much talking over the teacher and helping Rina and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Kids-chan.
He's a teacher?
Easy to understand. Rina took a breather after finishing
Why is he a
highlighting
lovey-dovey with two people when he's a
important
teacher?
section. importance section. Teacher is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is.
Oh, that's every day in school and life. They said to teach someone something, you need to understand backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice.
What happened to the voice? In contrast, the person over here is
what voice?
Quiet, Lazary.
There's a voice.
Fairy about things. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there'll be trouble later on with these marks.
It's not like I'm aiming to go to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know. For the entrance exams a little at a time.
Her staunch. The Defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relax than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exam. Me-chan, Katsuki-chan, kun. Oh my god, I actually said kun for it. Yay, I'm gonna be better. Is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard to. Yep, we have to try our damn good guess. You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. What? Thanks so much! Thank you! Oh god, my finger. Especially you, Rena. Oh god, I just slammed my hands together when I did that. Please stop. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons. Just the two of us. Private lessons? Puff of smoke shaped like a halo puffed out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lessons you see fantasizing about that's making her turn so red?
What I'm thinking about.
I'd like to hear the play-by-play about the next time.
I can spit right now.
Ow, careful.
Just this stretch.
While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out an occasional question.
Casual. So in the city, do you have to study this much?
Yes.
They should emphasize on the this.
If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university.
So you study just to get into a university?
Well, yeah, basically. While knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance... Oh, I think it's yours.
Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough.
Really?
Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of so easy over to send you into a state of shock.
My shock so high. That's right. There are really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam.
If I can get into a university, then there's no need to be all upset about this stuff, right? I probably could even get into university for myself.
Well, that's true. Very true. But you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge.
This all gives you the things instead of wasting time in studying pointlessly. You should be spending your precious teen years doing some more meaningful things.
It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off, but since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have any. Oh my god, you actually got that. Okay.
I'm smart. I get the sparks.
In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell.
She's covering everything up.
Waving a handbell drifting through the classrooms. Ring, 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 ring!
Key-chan, we're done! We're done! It's our wonderful lunchtime!
In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period.
A lunch up from morning? Oh, that's sweet. I get lunch like 1.
Key-chan-kun. Yes, Kita-kun. Chan-kun.
What's this starting with?
Let's have lunch.
Oh, that's meant?
I might have been making a very troubled face. You just smiled brightly at me.
Why are there like 2 students?
Alright, let's eat! Harry, you should have thrown off them. Oh god, my throat. Okay. This seemed to be different clicks. It's clicks. I know this word, even within the class.
Clicks?
Definitely clicks. Cliches, clicks, same thing.
Please.
Most of them were divided by, they're mostly divided by gender and age. All sorts of in between.
A certain man named C.
Oh, I think I did it. I was making the food. But our group was different.
Wow, I never smelled it before. I just like got away from that.
Oh, I made the food earlier. I think he just put it into the oven now. But our ages, yeah, were different. And we had both boys and girls. Just one dude, though. I mean, unless one of the other ones, actually, scratch that. It might be both boys and girls. I don't judge. But we weren't both boys, girls, and everything in between. But we weren't reversed around each other. Reserved. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy.
Woo! Let's go to a graduation ceremony.
Rina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. Oh my goodness. At the same time, Satoko and Rina-chan were slowly lunging their desk over here, so I just imagine they picked it all up and like tossing it over. Lugging, yeah.
Like you're dragging behind me.
Ki-chan, Chun, Chi-chan-kun, hurry! I know, I want to say Chan-kun. Rina waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me.
How unrefined with chopsticks? The most unrefined thing I know. I can't use chopsticks, okay? I use it as, what is it, kebabs. I use my chopsticks as kebabs.
Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchbox. Crazy people. Ichan's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread, crust, like some sort of destitute blah 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 blah. Why don't you just show it to us? Come now.
Completely bland.
How do you know this? Even though Satoko was hurling insult at me, she still wouldn't open the lid of her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Yellow.
Please give me this. That's me, right?
My?
Yeah, this is mine.
Yeah, mine. It's M-I and I, so this is like a...
They're not talking about themselves, that's you.
This word right here is my, for my.
Are they mine?
No, that's the green hair girl. At first that was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends.
Let's eat!
Let's eat! The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed weavily throughout the classroom. Really though, I'd gotten pretty used to this group of made up of all girls.
That's what I'm used to nowadays. Because half the guys I know is assholes completely. Well, that's...
You're good at talking to people. It's just...
Well, I have like a zero guy friend at all.
Hello.
Like, why? I just can't stand them.
Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me.
Why are they scared to face a teacher, basically?
He's a student.
Why the hell is he a teacher?
It's a one teacher in a 30 thing, but they're all different grades. So he has some of the most knowledge on the subject. He's helping other people, and they call him for yes, it happened. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group. We're made up of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class. Oh wait. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary.
No,
compared to girls, well, these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick up them.
I wish.
I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Ian noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my effort, I don't know. Efforts? I'm not really sure. I can never reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. It's gonna be horrible in my life later on, though. My, isn't Sir Kichki lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Sotoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our tracks was launched into a cross-centered stabbing into each other's lunch. My, how delicious. Oh, this tire was good. The sweet stuff was good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rina-chan's expression broke into a little smile.
I'm alive?
Yes, you're alive. Here.
I saved something today.
By the way, Satoko and Rina-chan's lunches are always the same. Always, no matter what. Seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Like clockwork. Seriously. Will you try to make this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. It's only, I'm pretty impressed. My goodness, these children know how to cook better than me. I just set the oven on fire.
No, the people back then always made the girls the one doing cooking. That's what people were back then.
This was even 20 years ago. Oh, well, yeah, it's 1980 or something in this game. The care resents weren't from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. It's your turn.
I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing.
She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing.
It's easy.
Rika's quite exceptional in many ways. Yes, many ways. There's nothing for you to boast about. Well, you know, Star. It seems the topic of conversation switched to Rina when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and triple over. It's fine, it's already broken.
It's stepping off this fluffy.
Don't be mean to my cat. Rina's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rina's lunchbox constantly. Everyone likes this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. I hope it's good. It's not good that I'm earlier. It's got high marks for me. Ah, Mina, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Richan reach over at the same time and snuggles ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthfuls while praising it, and Rina's lunchbox was soon emptied. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rina, but Rina seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. How did you like it? Isn't Richan's an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Gai-chan. I said that nothing for you to boast about. Koichiki.
You're not much different from Ki-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Yes!
Clearly one's green, one's white.
Ow! And it tastes horrible.
Satoko's face went pale. Hey! Even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know? Simple. Oh, God, I did it again. You know? Of course I can! I really can! They're different. One's white, one's green. You can't just like tell me I don't know.
Listen, maybe
really
I should
hard for her to lie.
know what arugula looks like and kale looks like.
The difference between kale
Yep,
and
we tell the
arugula and
difference.
lettuce. Geichon, both taste good when they're boiled and chopped with mayo, right? You shouldn't be picking on her.
Why are you
Geichon too.
All my stomach's like 5 hours ago. No. Yeah, like I ate like 5
Mina
hours.
hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed, hurriedly as she drew closer to Satoko. I wonder how long this chapter is.
Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this?
Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon.
Broccoli.
But that's...
No.
Oh. Mia made eye contact with me, and within 3 seconds I had Rina's Chan mouth covered. Rika! Yeah, what the heck? Holding a piece of bacon wrapped asparagus and giving her 2 choices. She's pretty terrible. The yellow one's called... No, wait, the green one is called... Which one? Huh? Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower, but the green one isn't. Do you think Satoko is colorblind?
Yes!
Do you really not know which is which? How about you just give it up?
You can't colorblind white. White cannot change color. Can it?
I think so. I expect no less from a class representative. Darn, class representative.
I still don't want to do that. You have no use to
I like it. I like pretty good,
do it.
Profanity!
I can say more. What? It's true.
This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sunozaki house was supposed to be quite the ordeal. I do know! I really do!
Then answer the question.
I know!
No, it's
She really broke down into a street and started crying. And then she acts like this. She actually starts to seem her age. Cute! Rina entered a state of...
She's thinking of a little girl crying is cute. Man, she's a sadist.
As Satoko rolled her eyes out. Rina was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheeks against Satoko's head and smoothed her, smothered her. She was smoothed and smothered. Eventually we could not see her at all. Disappeared in a flash. Really a content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was the kind of smile, you know? Rina! Mina's picking on me! Cute! I love cute things. They're absolutely the cutest thing.
The only way I've seen that with that is with Cat.
Sean, we'll take care of all those bad people. Tease my little sister.
You know the only I know to Cat.
Of course I do. That's when my cat's starting to walk towards me.
Whoosh! Boof! Bam!
He was like a flash of lightning. What was that? Just now? Both of Rina's faces shot out at Super Spike Seed, struck me and Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you gotten one? Today she went easy on us. Yeah, that was the top part you right there, but easy. You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mion and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I was within striking distance of Rina. See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them for you.
Wait, she's not a shot.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You're so cute. I want to take you home and cuddle you. Making sure Rina couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Did it all, using Rina like a puppet. Rina's meshes
massaged.
Rika massaged our bruises without saying a word. Oh, the horror.
We've been at it for over an hour already, I think.
I know. I wonder how long this is.
We've barely done anything, in my opinion.
This is chapter 1. There's 8 chapters.
I'll leave after 1 chapter.
I only got 1 chapter currently. I'll get them soon. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always comes too soon, you know? Our shadow stretched out into the distance. Think of us playing DDLC.
What?
DDLC. Think of it like that.
Dance this! Dance that!
Hey, Kishan, tomorrow, do you have any plans or anything? Just, no reason for asking, really, but you know, I just want to know.
Oh, the reconnaissance. That was quick.
Oh god, why did I get beans?
Mom.
Gosh darn it. Of course.
Eat your beans.
Horrifying.
Get more iron in your bones.
It's such a direct question for Rina.
Become iron itself.
I inadvertently blushed, you know. I couldn't help it, you know. How could I not? And chew him. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? You know, or just a little bit, or like, you know, have subtlety in it at least. Rina saw me lost for words and realized that I misunderstood and turned red as well. No, I didn't mean it like that. You see, not in the slightest. So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Rina's in a panic, I went along with it a little.
I'm back!
Cool. Can you read this so I can refill my water?
What the hell's the door? Oh, my phone's still here. I didn't even know I left my phone in here.
Yeah. I have to refill my water real fast and be back.
Oh, really? So it wasn't meant that way? What the fuck did I... What the... You toggle there? Well? Oh, huh? Huh? Playing it up, I slapped my shoulders, raining dejection. Kichiku, why are you so disappointed? Why? Me-chan! Unable to hold it any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see, this ogre Giza never knew you could push her buttons like that.
What?
Huh? What? Yeah,
what? I'm sorry, what?
What? Watch
What's
this.
happening?
Wait, watch this. Ready?
What? Does it just... cool.
It toggles.
Okay, please stop doing that. Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty. I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding, sorry. It was a joke. That was my fault.
Maybe not.
She really is so cute. She really is a cute one, you know? Just a cute one. A joke? Since when? Since when? About halfway through. Halfway? So, Christian, that means you were acting when you blushed at the start then. That means it was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion could let such elaborate detail slip by her. Well, you see...
She hears the devil's whisper.
Saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. So, why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena? Oh, well, what were we talking about? It had been so long that Rena forgot. That's how long Ian had teased me. It's just Kichan. You probably couldn't find your way around Imizuma by yourself yet, can you?
Inazawa!
That was true.
You got correct one time, and I was so proud of you.
2 times. It was 2 times.
Really? You remember your accomplishments, so always forget your failures.
If I remember all my failures, then I would suffer under the weight. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we were playing pin the nail on the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I didn't think. I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Whoops, keep doing that. Yes, so you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Michan and I could escort you through Inazawa and show you around.
That's a charm.
That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. I was quite frankly happy. You'll come, of course, right? Oh. If I'm free.
You're being invited by a girl, you know.
If I'm free.
You're probably free anyways.
If I'm free. That's been stubborn so as not to give a clear answer of yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scrump to say it up front. Because apparently I have so much pride that I can't say it. Gitchon, you're not free? Perhaps. Well, Mian and I had our rather short sour back and forth. Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me. I apologize. I'm free. Great! The
Trepidation
disappeared from Rena's face.
Just say it as fast as possible and it sounds correct.
It blossomed into a smile.
That's really damn good chicken.
Thank you. Hey now. Seems like that's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there?
Man, that's me.
I know. You were eating your food. Yeah. It seems, Mian.
Is it just me, or is it just my cooking that bad that?
Chai, you burnt water. I'm pretty sure it's bad. Water? You burnt noodles, then.
I didn't burn it. I made it soggy somehow when I overcooked it.
You know how bad it was to scrape off the end.
Mashed potatoes have butter in it. Oh no!
It seemed Mian didn't care for how rude I was to her, compared to how quickly I grew with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mian behind. You know, let's go, Rena. Maybe we just speed up a bit. We can get rid of Mian. Maybe it should just be the 2 of us. tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mian behind. Well, if Kichan is okay with that, then I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Kichan, Miobra. It would be great. The two of us can go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena? If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food. Maybe. Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Well then, I'm going home right now. No reason to start making my
We're going
basket
home away
of
now.
food. Oh, my poor cat is so scared.
Oh, that's so much. 3 rounds of salt is what it took to calm down the taste.
3? Oh my god. Tomorrow is going to be so much
Awesome.
fun. Later.
Try
No,
some.
I don't eat mashed potatoes. Later.
It's not that salty in my opinion.
No. My food.
No! Get over here!
Yeah.
I do it.
Rena bounded off like she was walking on the
I
moon.
detained the cat.
Please look over the cat. Oh goodness, I got cat hair in my mouth.
Hey.
After the dust settled, all that was left was me staying next to Mian, sprawled out on the ground. There's a wall on her face.
Again?
Yeah. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they became sharper. Your geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Or else this will end up being Mian's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mian. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs. Felt like it was her knees, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial artist? Maybe someday we'll see your debut in an extreme contact sport. You can't lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch. Kei-chan, you should... This old geezer... Whoa, root for you. Mian and I reformed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallibility technique. Do 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 do. You received new tips. We're mixed grades. We don't have uniforms. Tips? I don't need tips. Oh. Continue and improve. It took a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rena and Mian were going to show me around Inazuzawa, after all. And I'm running late. Rena and Mian were already waiting at the meeting place. Keith-chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's our excuse for being late and keeping 2 girls waiting. Keith-chan, you just got here yourself. Last night's episode of A Day of the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. How dare she?
We tried to trick them into eating smoked pickle eggs.
Mom, Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? Leon's answer my unspoken question for Wink. That's right. Rena really did make a picnic. Cute-chan. After you left, Rena pulled out all the stops. It's not like I...
It's not like I forced her to do it.
It was nothing. Don't worry. So, just don't worry about it, okay?
She's been like this since last night, you know.
Oh, the horror.
Fine, get back to talking.
Yep.
Can you did you take responsibility for this? Heads or tails?
Tails.
You got for once in your life.
Alright. I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Huh?
I want not.
Responsibility for what? For what?
Oh, if I was guy, which I am, if I was told to take responsibility, I would.
How dare they force me to take responsibility? As we both turned around and slowly to look at Rena, our gaze drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying.
I bet you could kill a man with that weight. Just one good blow to the head. You can knock a man unconscious and kill him by snapping the neck with the pure weight of the man.
Sure, I dropped my piece of meat. Okay.
Are you gonna finish that?
Eventually.
It's been a little long.
It didn't seem logical or feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunch boxes. Except that this was Rena we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess.
When Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit.
Just a wee bit.
A wee bit. I say 5 pounds.
Kilos. It's about 5 pounds.
You exaggerated.
Kei-chan is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay?
I hate you, my preferences. You know, I do things I deny in books.
Let's
And
get
one
going.
main thing, one of my top 3 things is sexism. That's one of the main things.
This is an old game.
I know, but that's one of my main things. That's on my top 3 list of why I hate the most. Sexism, harem, and what was the other one?
I don't know. I couldn't believe the only
Romance.
thing.
Anyways.
You don't have to rebut this one then. Believe that.
Wait, did you just
Only
talk
thing
off? Did you just
in
talk
there
off my book? Because I just
were
told
lunch
you?
boxes.
Correction, I say 5 kilos too.
I'll hub up, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, got it?
Oh, you just want to have this?
The only thing I could do at the moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. I'm trying to figure out who's talking.
No, we're getting a new scene.
Having reached the greetings, we begin our leisurely
Oh, greetings!
Yeah. The carefree walk, bathed in the gentle morning sunlight.
Why was in the past people were using so many long and fancy words, but nowadays everyone's just using slang for some words.
People do slang like a lot. Like there's a lot of slang. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existing during my time in the city. There were the boonies after all. No solvery desk jockeys tugging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. Just the way I like it. As sparsely popular as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Good days. Good day. You would be Miruka-chan, I believe. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerbys even know my name. When did I become this famous? Past 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid.
Aha! It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone says there are so few people here in Hinazaki.
That one.
You cut me off because you cut me off!
So weird.
You clicked.
So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's the Mirabella fellow who just moved here.
Yeah! That's how it works out!
There's a process of elimination. You can only pull it off in a place like this, but it was quite efficient.
Effective.
Quite efficient and effective. For now on, I'll make sure to maintain a good reputation.
Oh no, all you're doing is
Shh. The day I discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all villagers labeling me as a lich by the next day.
I was just talking about that too.
Hinazawa is not to be trifled with, you know? That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know.
Wait, stop right there.
First person who...
Wait, stop right there. I've seen this before.
You've seen this before?
I quit. I was watching someone else play this game, but I was like, oh, it's too boring, and I left.
It's really good, yeah?
No, I watched up to this point, and I saw this. I was trying to remember I saw them, I think I saw it like 5 years ago.
Holy shit. Well, don't worry. This was a really good show, I promise you.
The show?
Game. Yes, exactly.
I gave up because how boring it was. This ain't nothing to do but click.
Oh, it starts picking up pace a little bit. It's like Madoka Magica. Takes a little bit to get there, but once it does, it picks up.
Magica sucks.
Yeah.
There's so many anime there. Like the one anime where all the Magica girls like told to kill each other. Now that was much better.
Then think of it like that, then.
That was good.
That's not the end of the nightmare. Of course, I knew them. The first person we met was Old Man Tekazu from the Mikino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Bonsai! Next, we met the grocer's second son, Deizuku-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Miyoso-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are bird watching and photography. We know the names of everyone we passed by, and even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mio and Rina exchanged looks and burst into laughter.
Well, yeah. We're not like the city where people hardly know the neighbors. Oh, so true, so true.
Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? My cat's adorable and fluffy.
Stab.
You're Kuchiki Miyabrai. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person.
It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers. What? Did you?
What the hell? That's enough! Boxers? Enough of that! Oh, spinning my computer.
Oh,
yeah. There's absolutely nothing you can keep in here. Nothing. At all. Okay. Here is Zawa, who was not a place to be trifled with. Head home.
Why does it feel like it's longer?
That's just easy.
Hinazawa-za. What the? There's an extra Z A. But you saw me confused. I was like, first time reading, I was like, that's
could be an error. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. You know, just tiny bit.
That's right!
That's right.
We're parading around like this after all.
I don't know.
It's still hard not to look from that to look at, in my opinion.
Oh, I'm looking at this person's hat.
Don't you all think so too? Oh, I'm not. I mean, like, seriously? So I'm like emphasizing on that.
No, it's a t-shirt.
Why did I get so emphasized though?
I wear hoodies. Hoodies.
Oh,
I don't wear t-shirts.
T-shirts suck. Actually, I am what I want. But this is a cool
The population in Hinazawa is shrinking, so
with guns.
the villagers welcome anyone who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something so the effective of, you're kidding me, but I held back.
Wait. You said this game is extremely slow beginning. So that's why we spent like approximately
an hour and a half. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said. Joke. It wasn't a joke at all. They passed another person. course, we were called out again the same way. Oh my, good day! It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujimi-san. Good day. Oh my, Madoka-kun, how wonderful for you having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response, I would have in the city. I responded with an enthusiastic a nod. I replied with a nod. Just a nod. No other nods, just a nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was.
Why is it not showing the old woman?
Good day.
Good.
Oh, it's because she does have a sprite. As I walked back over to Rina
more sprites in
and
this
Mion,
game.
they gave me a wink. It's an old woman. So now then, Star, about time to have lunch? Maybe. Rina's brilliant smile signals approach. I mean, this game came out for the PS2 apparently.
I'm still surprised on PS2. I was playing it on PS2, and I'm just saying this. It was a Pirates of the Caribbean game. I swore I was you know that I used to old game? Whatever that one. The Disney one. Remember? The Disney Wii game? Where, the clown destroyed us constantly. You know, had Monsters Inc., it had Alice in Wonderland.
I know what you're talking about, I just forgot
the universe thing.
I know what you're talking about.
That?
Events that both Ian and I were trying to forget. Yeah, I know. We both looked at each other. What the hell?
Oh, I thought to do that stuff. Why is everyone lying at this
I
time?
do what I can, but it's just too much.
Why is everyone lying for me?
I'm lying.
I know, I'm saying like half my people on my subscriber
list. It's fine, Kid-chan. Leave it to this old man. Mian has never smelled as reliable as she does right now.
Smelled? You said smell. Mina never smelled as reliable.
Seemed as reliable as I expected no less from the class representative. Rina, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere in a good view. Yes! Good idea, I agree. Rina nodded happily. Oh, was you? In response to Mion's proposal.
I can't even know who's talking. So
I don't know either. Confused. Nighttime.
This is where shit started going down.
Crossing at the top of the stone stairway, a shine straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. This here is the
Furudo
shrine.
You hear that? That's cicadas, right?
It's probably the place with the best view around here.
Looks like a band. We're gonna die in that shack.
It's your turn.
This place. Be sure to remember it, because you're gonna die here.
What? What are you talking about?
On our next break, a festival we held here.
Isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival?
What the fuck
It's the Watadakashi.
No, wait. Oh. Is the Watanashi? No, but it's like Watanashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration at the end of. There you go. I was able to say it.
I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer. Super embarrassed. No, then spread out the lunchbox, and there, various colored lunchboxes, boxes placed on one after the other. It was really tall pile. I didn't know how we managed to make like a full-on like Eiffel Tower out of lunchboxes. Truly, she is a good artist. I got on top of this plastic sheet too, but it did smell delicious. But how are we supposed to get the food? But it was Rita's home cooking, the food. So I imagine, without a doubt, that it would be delicious. But is it possible to finish all of this? Hey, Leon, It'll take more than just a good view to get all this down, you know.
Good afternoon. Oh, I'm sorry. Good afternoon.
It was Rika-chan and Satoko.
We should say at the same time.
Why are they here? Oh yeah, right. Good afternoon. I thought we were supposed to. Good afternoon. Oh god, that actually worked. Why are they here?
You match your voice as well.
Over at me. I see. This was her secret plan to power in numbers. Yeah, my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this?
Oh, that's you. Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. Handmade gourmet meal by Renna.
I can see that much. Why have you laid out a trap on our property?
Type.
Trap.
That's type.
T-A-R-P. Trap. Oh. God damn it. Oh! They switched A and R on me.
T-A.
I had to spell it out to realize it was wrong too. The temple is
spelled it out. Didn't realize it. He's like, T-A-R-P. Trap. Did you start at the R?
Okay. The temple is public grounds. It's not yours. God damn it.
Is right. This is everyone's property.
Wow, Rika-chan is such a good girl. Have a seat. You with us.
What would you do without me here?
After Obi will die.
You know, the thing is, if I wasn't here, and the stream be on YouTube is trap, I continue.
I just trap and spelled it. What is this saying? T-A-R-P. Trap! After opening a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on the Satoko. Hold on a second. Where's my spot? No spot for you, and nothing for you to eat. Don't worry, there's some for you too. None. I'll eat all of hers. I will not allow that, Rika! Here, chopsticks. Isn't that right?
Chopsticks.
Both Rika and I leapt at the bunch, having at it with each other. You know, we're fighting desperately. One blow to the other.
Really? Kichan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this.
Have a plate, one for me-chan and Rika-chan too. Rena's whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. If we don't hurry, it'll be all over soon. Oh, right. Sorry,
Looks like a rabbit.
brain fried. I'm sorry.
That's a rabbit mouth.
That's right. Okay. Shall we commence this battle? Nipa. Please eat a lot. Lots and lots. That's enough for everyone! Rena said as she opened up from us.
Well, what if you change every word for Spanish and speaking Spanish?
Could you speak while I finish my piece of meat too? Well, horrified.
Just then, I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eaten. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. I will not allow you to have this hamburger! Using elbows against the rules, Sadako! Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules! It was a tough battle, blocking with her full momentum and elbow in the opening moves. Sadako appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiencies with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand. Ah! The last meatball! Sadako, Haruju has been bested! Nom! Sadako and I ambulance gasping and choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the forehead to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rina blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like the flowers were floating all around her. Rina advised me not to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power just so things would stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could finally begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let a small sigh. I do wonder why there's so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes.
Delicious. Amazing.
Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? It seems that allowing your people in silence, it must have made people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? It's probably because back then the people were busy even while eating and didn't have the time to compliment the flavor. That's just you. But you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That's my effort was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. It was delicious. With an absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rina directly with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. After Rina uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof.
Okay, I finished your meat.
Ah!
Rina-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you. Well, yeah, this is for people to enjoy and watch, you know.
I'm a quick reader, okay?
I want it to be as emotional as possible. It was. Oh, I think it's yours still.
Oh, sorry. It was really delicious.
Rina flushed red with excitement, bracing Rina-chan and rubbing her cheek against her. So hard, you can almost hear it. Oh no. To reward Rika-chan for the praise. Ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrusted them towards Rika-chan. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. Oh god, the music. What is it, Satoko? What's with that defiant look?
Yeah, woo!
Has everyone's proper praise to receive? How dare you? To receive apples from Rina-san?
Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think of with your weak vocab?
Ho ho ho! Well then, allow me to show you.
Why should you just size it up?
Cause she can. I definitely broke him. After Satoko.
They shouldn't be indented the opposite way, I know.
Okay, there we go. I can explain what was falling off my face. After Satoko flashed Mian and Mia defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Hey, so Rina Oni-chan's lunch? Satoko thought it was yummy too. Satoko looked up at her proudly while talking to Steve. How was that praise? That's not even person by tears. That's person by cuteness, isn't it? Whatever that word is. This is Rina's limited special skill. She blushed, her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rina! Of course, I was asking for the impossible. Rina loved Satoko and began rubbing her cheek against her. Cute! Suckle is so cute. Making you ho-ho.
I can't say that. How do you...
Stab. Push. Satoko was also present with apple rabbits.
Wait, how can you say that so well? I can't do it.
My nose is clogged.
I sound so dead when I try to say all those words. But you make it sound so alive.
Thank you. I have practice.
I'm used to people saying making people sound dead.
After shifting them into her mouth, she looked over at Leon and me again with that defiant gaze. It only took 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair! I think she had such a jerk. If it upsets you so much, why not reward Rena-san with such praise? Damn it! That was a dirty trick! First of all, that was even praise!
Sadako, you think you've won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks?
That sounds great, Leon. What kind of trick is it?
Kishan is going to the book, does it?
What? Ha ha ha! Why don't I have you show me then? The right team of an old maid.
The withing?
The withering of an old maid. Plan of attack you said was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. After sipping my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right? Ah, no, actually, most of it, almost all of it was frozen stuff. Then, which ones did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. Do I like to say it? Must I? From the surgery of boy plus homemade lunchbox. Her expression had melted into euphoria.
That's a scientific word.
I already know this one, right? Oh, we're gonna turn an even deeper shade. The words, I can't believe it, practically written on her face. How can you tell? How that I made it? Of course, Mian had told me beforehand. Been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Silence enveloped the area. Rita's face was completely red and solid.
Completely frozen.
Solid. With a small yep, Sakato also blushed. Of course I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits or something. Even if that was all because I was competing against Satoko, felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. The momentum? Whoosh! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits. Please eat Kuchika. That's plenty for you. Instantly, dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, sorry. Sean. The head was forcibly laid upon her lap. More apples.
I knew it. She is
shoved into my mouth while she was squealing. One apple after another was forced in my mouth. More apples. About the apple, Satoko.
Why is there such a-holes here?
Looks like we win.
Kichan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Satoko? This is a complete victory, isn't it?
I can't believe it! Such trickery! It doesn't bother me at all!
So, that girl is a yonder, one goes
modified
yonder, one goes a sadist.
We did it. No, the yonder one is the sadist. We did it!
Man,
I claimed victory as my conscience drifted slowly away from me. At that time, Rena stopped her squeal as she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not idiot? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Maybe looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it in her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do.
Poor Mr. Rabbit. I feel so sorry for him. I want to save him.
That was the sound of blood squirting from Rina's nose. Oh god, that was the highest I ever pitched my voice, I think. Tonight I will take you home. She shook sporadically. Her head wobbled back and forth, over and over again. Then coming back to her senses, she looked, took all of the apples around me, gathered them up, and fixed them back up on the plate. Now that's all just fine, Kay. Here, I got them for you, Rina-chan, Kay. Rina-chan raised up Sataka's hand like a referee after having the plate of rabbits shoved to her. She whispered.
What? Ah! Come back!
Just don't care anymore. Thus my sacrifice ended up being in vain. Gotta hate when
Pokemon!
Gotta catch them all! It's you and me.
What's the name of the chapter?
If it is, I would be surprised. I think there's still more. It was a fun-filled, crazy day.
Night?
But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly.
Later, Rina and Key-chan, see you tomorrow. Probably gonna be dead tomorrow.
Thanks for today, Mian. I had a great time. See you tomorrow. Satoko and Richan went home as well. We parted ways with Mian and ended with just Mian and myself, enjoying the morning air on our way home. You know, just a leisurely walk through the forest. Thanks for coming today, Kichi-kun. Was it fun? Yeah, lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste to go home now. Then what? Would you mind taking a little detour? Maybe? Detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long. Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing me, I quietly nodded. Sure, I don't mind. We found the Golden Gate Bridge. Traversing a small path and up a hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a defiled construction site came into view. A large heap of garbage spread out off towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recall it being in the newspaper. It's been quite a while. I'm wondering what's here. When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was with the garbage pile? It's not a garbage! To me, it's a pile of treasure. Rina had already entered that well-known gyot mode of hers, so that meant that there was something cute here. Well, a new pile! I can't wait! She bunted up the unstable slope, expected no less from a born and bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming! Whoa! My city-raised self was completely pitiful. It's alright, just stay right there, Kichi-kun. It won't take long. Rina kindly declined my accompaniment. How dare she? I was just trying to be considerate. Don't fall. Watch your step. I'm fine. This is nothing at all. Literally, bound up to the heap of trash, Rina disappeared over the other side.
Trash?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I don't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rina around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. The fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little bit sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. His body was tan and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air around him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. You wanna voice him?
Whoa! You surprised me!
Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who surprised here.
My bad! I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Himazawa?
I gathered that he wasn't from that question. Amazed by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without me prompting.
I'm Tomoki, freelance photographer. I come to Himazaka from time to time.
Okay.
I didn't ask you who you were.
Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think.
My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. They can't refuse, you see.
So what you're saying is I'm the same as the birds?
No, well, you see, when I was a young man, the toy was just pictures. I apologize for trying to take a picture without asking.
Well, those are pretty slick. All the annoyance I felt from being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with the guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Runa would be back soon. But this other guy, Tamaki-san, he didn't mind my curious response and responded rambling on by himself. Koshi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finished now. Runa popped up her head over one of the piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have something with you? What would she be doing over there?
No, let me. You have someone with you?
Oh.
What would she be doing over there?
Dunno. Maybe she's checking in on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. Doggy looked shaken up by that for a moment. I responded like I would if I were talking with Rina and the others.
It's you.
No, it's you.
What?
It's you.
Okay. It was going to something that they still haven't found one of the arms.
Koshi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. You are waiting well, I guess. Yours.
I'd best leave your two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling. Ichiko.
Tamaki,
smoke going in here.
Yeah, that's true. Choled
I'm gonna kill my throat from this.
suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off.
I'll have a glass of water to wash that.
Gishki, are you angry? Why? I wonder. It wasn't Rishon's fault, so I decided to just branch it off for now. How was it? Find a treasure trove? Oh, yes. So listen. You see, there was a Colin Sanders doll. Colin Sanders doll. Oh, that thing. The statues that always have like one of them in front of the fried chicken places. That life-size dummy. You know him? Yes, Colonel Sanders. How cute. I want to take him home. I couldn't tell how she decided what's cute or not, but well, she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right? It's because it became the base of another pile. I can't dig it out easy. There's no lamp post over there, so it gets dark pretty soon. You seem quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to take it back. I'll help you out. To repay you for the delicious picnic you prepared today. Huh? Thank you. Birds heading home to rest proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us. Keystone is going to help. I can take Colonel Sanders home. Rena staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheesy
I'm alive
state.
with water.
Good for you, don't spill
water.
it.
What?
Good for you, don't spill it. Hey, Rena? Long ago, did something happen here? Seems like they're building a dam here. I don't know the details though, Hill. Just wonder if you knew. Yeah, about, an incident or something? I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck, quickly laying her expression. Actually, I don't live here until a year ago. Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that... So, you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry! Don't really know? Don't want to talk about it?
Killer.
That was the kind of feeling she gave me.
Yeah, that's the she's the killer vibes.
Thinking about it, of course, it would be like that too. That wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seemed that they weren't able to find one of the arms. It just kept repeating in my head. It is what, Tamakite said. And I had a feeling only that Higurashi would know. Only the Higurashi. Hi, cat, I love you. Higurashi When They Cry. Pull credits. God clog nose too?
No, that's better. That's me just kind of breathe outward.
Alright, we're continuing. This is the second one I've seen already.
You get a new tip? That's the ending?
I have no idea what the tips are. I'm skipping them though. It curls. Oh, it's yours.
A Colonel Sanders? Oh, of course. That's right, probably.
I understand her wanting to take home like Sataka and Rika-chan, but I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer?
Probably better to hear from Rena, don't you think? She'll probably just say, because it's just so cute, though.
Does Rena often go to the construction site to go hunt for treasures?
I thought it was in Japan. She said she's going to have a look. What? Colonel Sanders is something from America. Why the hell is it
KFC.
in Japan?
Oh,
Japan?
Yeah, there's no Japan. But, girl her age running around in garbage as well.
Who the hell's saying that?
I'm gonna figure out which one. I think it's the green.
If Rena enjoys it, I think it's fine.
What were they doing over there? Dam construction? I've been boggling my mind since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. It's your turn.
It was cancelled a long time ago.
Everyone. Oh, it's your turn still.
If I get hit against it.
Hearing an ominous word like "fought" came from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right. It's your turn again, Fate.
That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Hinazawa would be sunk into the reservoir and we had no say in the matter.
So, I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded?
None of my characters.
I'm sorry, I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apology kitchen, it took me a while to powder my nose. Set to go? Wait, use the can until you really have to go? It's a lot easier since it shoots right out. How dare you say that to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? Who was she calling a maiden? Seko really was a maiden? She wouldn't have reacted like that. I usually hijinks and used. Was good. Hello, Chill, the ghost.
Now then, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to a discussion. Kichi Mabaraku wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What say you? Also, hello, Chill Ghost. Haven't seen you since Joy Creation, us dying.
Yeah.
And he's saying, no!
Rena has no objection. I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task.
Me and Sadako both approve. How you guys doing?
Oh, Ghosty. Sorry.
And I'm a furry beach VR chick.
I just got over being sick and I'm finally able to stream again.
I just blew up my voice doing that one character.
You missed it.
Ghosty. I always forget.
Yeah. You're having a magnificent day. Oh, I hope you're having a good day too, Mr. Chill Ghost.
Joel Christian doesn't work, so I'll be the one that's still doing it.
Yeah. Too bad it broke on us.
Maybe
the three that...
And it was the last attempt when I was the absolute torment I ended on, of course.
You like finished the night and then it crashed. The three that Mion had quivered voiced their approval.
A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Kichi Mabanaku. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entry exam for my club.
Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this?
What club does, you see? In order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under a different set of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you.
I'm pretty weak, so I prefer if you don't single me out. Let's try to get along, okay? You're so naive, Rena. The law of jungle is survival of the fittest. Have a good day, Ghosty.
But Toodles! When I was actually saying goodbye, not Toodles.
This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So, what kind of club was it?
To sum it up, it's club where we play games together. Do you want to play a game?
Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question. Oh, gosh, every time. With a Puritan's response. Patient response? So basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use by playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seemed that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or a penalty for the person who finished in last place.
I mean, it's clear right now, we are playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright?
Well, what's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy.
The first rule of society. Aim only for first place. Going at half-ass just because it's a game is not allowed.
We're number 2 of our society. For that reason, you are obliged to make all possible efforts. The way Sataka said it sounded like she was saying, use any means necessary.
Of course, I'll do my best too.
I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I know what they're trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for the fun. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I will finally ready for the rite of initiation. continuation by back this into the club.
Avoid a Wanky-chan. Make your pretty mask.
The intuition looks like it's going to be rough. Intuition. Mion began flushing around in the student lockers in the back of the room that have the games. They have the games here at the school? Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that should be fine. Compliment games would put Kun-chan at a disadvantage. So today, we'll play a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game, like Old Butcher? Alright, let's do this! Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty game. This time, the loser will be sentenced... This time, the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? What? It would be...
Give me a Chinese beard!
Right?
Oil-based face.
Oil-based face paint with oil-based paint?
Give me a Chinese beard you see in those Chinese paintings.
Perfect! So I could have cheered the idea on. She even flinched at the thought of such a severe painting. Sounds like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either. Then I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Old Butcher's pretty much the game.
Bachelor.
The same game as Old Maid.
Oh, Bachelor.
There's only one difference. There's no Joker. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning that will be one card without a match left over the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. I'll take out the card now. Rena took one card and left its face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. Well, it'd be pretty obvious in the endgame. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the one face down, all were judging each other's reactions. It's as if they could see what was face down to the card. No, it couldn't be. The deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches what the card on the table is? Remember the second rule of our society! Michan must try his hardest to win as well. Number of cards are quite unique, Kai-chan. Kuchikuan should be able to remember them pretty quickly. She said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me fine. Don't think a little thing like that can be your crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious. I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear from each individual card. That wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then they're playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it! I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed.
How about I tell you? Your hand starting from the right. 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds.
I can tell that. When that, even if you switch them around. So you lay them flays like full them. I thought I was prepared, but if it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. Demons. You're all demons. Rena isn't a demon, are you? Sorry, Kuchikuan. This is the 3 of hearts, isn't it? I'm out. Never even a hint of mercy. Rena, even Rena should have charmed. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. Alums of this club would definitely survive in the future in the cruelest situations. If our entire class had deadening clawers strapped to the neck so we drop into a death match on a desert island. These guys would probably take it to like fish on water. I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates.
It's a lowest point system. Noted at some deck's point, who has the lowest point total wins. Since Kichi finished last, he has 5 points.
That already makes a 5 mark down on my scoreboard. I think it's fair that, to Kurichi-chan, if we don't use a new deck, it's fine. Ki-chan is a man after all. He can turn the tables even
if they're all stacked against him, right? Okay, do not pick all them up in the dungeon.
It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak with pillows and tears, don't you think? Oh ho 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 ho! A pit hand landed itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontrollable frustration. It was Rika's-chan's. Thanks to Richan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to
That was encouragement to calm down?
No, it was a keep on fighting encouragement. Keep on fighting. They enjoy watching people fight. That's the power I can muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Kuchi Madara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. Just as Rina said, each card has its own distinct marking that makes them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in a situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chest of victory. Wow! Great! Kidaka-chan-kun? Just like that. I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hand. Or other cards, arranging them in similar fashion.
Do it so long.
The fear I'm laying down too, my god.
Fueled. The one with the whipcord should be the 5. And I'm out.
I couldn't let any expression hit slap by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Seneca found our cards for me. You see, I want the 7. Is this the one? I wonder about that. You know, you won't know unless you take it. There's a bit of dismay in her expression. Like, she doesn't want it taken. That kind of expression. I won't let that memory lapse slip me. I know. It's this one. Oops, doing that. Got it. 7 of spades. Pure. Oh, ring out. Woo! What is this? The 7 should be the hardest one of all to tell apart. It wasn't for members of the markings. The slight change in their expressions as I was selecting a card was enough.
Can't hide it from me, Ki-chan. This mark means it's the 2 of diamonds.
What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too. It's rare that Michelin gets a card wrong. No, Ki-chan, could it be you? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch, so I put a new one on it. Are you saying he disguised it as the 2 of diamonds? What an impressive show of wit!
Ki-chan landed a clean hit. Clean hit, 2 points! Just pat your chest and beat.
That's great, Ki-chan. Ki-chan! That was incredible match, you know? Having defeated the former Mion, my brilliant battle left me enthusiastic. But by the 12 points, it was already set in stone that Mion would win, and I would finish last. I laughed heartily, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves. Well, I'm going to end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with one-upping Mion at the end. That should be the provable slap in the face to Neon, who was at the top already and ensnared victory.
Even if Ki-chan gets first place as well, he has still the master support. Don't you hate that?
Of course I do.
Let's have a duel! One chain! You win. And we'll swap personalities on her. You thought she's gonna lose because that's no good.
She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without guarding her into it.
And this guy's gonna win.
One chance, you say?
Okay,
Let me hear the rules. Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with the Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled it in the resulting hand behind her. Back.
The card using the right was put on the left. He's gonna get a flag. That's what he's like.
What he says. If Guchon can guess which hand, when you turn around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker.
He's gonna get it flag. You know how this is gonna go. The guy's
If you lose, I'll show the card in the other hand. And that's okay. The other 3 gulp nervously at the unexpected turn of events. Alright, you got it! Mio grasped one of the cards in each hand and thrust them out at me, partially expecting closely. The card on the right had no discernible marks. I couldn't tell which one was which. Oops.
What?
I have no idea what just happened. Thank you, Nick.
Ah! He's gonna get flag. No one gets love.
Which one, I wonder? John, be careful! Yes, of course, this is my chance for a big comeback. When I looked at the card to the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one I had seen before. Oh, that card is... I don't want that bit from Sakato slipped by me. Neon clicked her tongue. I recognized the mark on her left card from the small number that I had memorized. I don't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Sakato's direction of the game. The card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh, Kishan thinks it's the one on the right? Will you choose that one then? Will you? The card left definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I wouldn't have been able to declare that the card to the right was the Joker. Even without Neon stunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But what, isn't it a bit too risky to deduce based solely
on Sadako's reaction?
more carefully? I remember now. Left card? No doubt about it. That's 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs, I see. I've won. Right on the left was 7 of clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. Alright then, just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I expect no less from you. There's a wave among those. Looks at my Sun Hole. Right before I confirmed the card on the right was the Joker. Huh? What could she possibly be saying?
Ki-chan.
I mean, the left one is.
She is Ki-chan.
Shush. Oh. What makes you so certain that the right one isn't the Joker, Ki-chan? Neon lets loose an unexpected question. Everybody else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be, but I know that the one on the left is the 7 of clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them has to be a Joker, right? Yeah. One of these has to be a Joker, right?
Kichi has good intuition. He also has
Huh? Megatron, what do you mean by that? So, basically, the 7 of clubs. I discarded that by matching it with Sotoko's 7 of spades earlier. It was intention to snap to the discard pile at the same time. Truth of the matter, couldn't be discerned from the sloppy pile. So that means Neon pocketed one of the discarded cards that lined it over the left card, and then means... I see, I get it! Left card is being disguised as the 7 of clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Min's expression, and I don't let it slip by. Then with rain flush, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one! It was an intense moment. The 1 second fought like an eternity from there. Breaking the silence. First one to speak with Leon.
Being the first person, I wouldn't say that your variety of performances. Key-chan, yours is the best. The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Rihanna could give.
Leon accepted her defeat, dropping the card from both hands. My combat victory! Risha placed her hand.
See, I told you he was gonna win.
Began putting it gradually near me. But funny enough, I think in the anime, he always loses. Same with the manga. But I only got like so far.
Wait, what is the anime? There's an anime of this?
It's super old. Rika-chan is Rina and Satoko gaped at us as if they had seen a ghost. What is it, Rina? It's not as if I cheated or anything. This was fair and square. Rika only had someone to console them. Huh? What's the meaning of... At that moment, Rina lets out a small smirk. This is how it was?
You know, Key-chan, I thought you'd read into it. I thought you'd read into that. It was just me. It was a gamble. They would just jump to conclusions like a little rat and I would be lost. It was the end to everyone's judgment. And you caught from the losing hand. Maybe you should take credit in this loss. Turn it around. The card that she becomes the victor of the duel. The card under some is unbelievable. It was the 2 assignments. It was a setup behind the setup.
I just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it. Leon
Sonozaki, as the club president, do accept Kichi's Mabera's membership into our club.
As he slumped to my knees, dazed, everybody let out a random applause for the excellent effort I gave.
Wait, how good are they at the board games to any average Joe?
I think they're
Grandmasters? The match is now over!
Hooray!
Today's victor is me, Mayon Sonozaki, and our exalted ruler is Kichi Maebara.
Everyone made a comment, plotting carefully.
Commotion.
Yeah.
Cheerfully.
I felt I was
cheerfully.
busted, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. When Michan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited thinking, she's going to do it again! When Kichi stopped the moment before touching the dark card, I thought he fell for it. Whoa. He fell for it quite quickly. Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly?
Everyone got excited to make it more fun.
You're all demons, you monsters!
Now then, Kichan, it's time for your penalty! Since it's your first day participating, I'll go easy, okay? It would be a problem if you refused to come to school.
The other 3 members held down my my arms and my shoulder firmly.
Rihanna approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. That's a felt tip marker, and it's large and oil-based. Okay, here we go!
She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No! I let out my death throw.
My death throws. Sounds like 4:30, right?
Yes.
2.5 hours passed.
We're gonna see how long this takes to beat this chapter, this game. Okay. Then once the next save and reload thing comes up, we'll go ahead and
because I am dying through how much work.
As soon as the public tuies were finished. I wanted to do.
Save.
I could do the quick save, but I want to do the actual the save thing from the thing. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably so she could get, dig out the Kate Colonel Sanders that she was able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together. A really rare occurrence. A mountain of treasure, huh? The guy throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dream that Rena would be grateful to them. Mountains of treasure meaning that Dimesite from before. Oh right, Mian would probably tell me. The murder by dismemberment that seemed to have happened there. Over there, the damn construction site? Did something happen there? Like, long ago? I'm not too sure. Something sure did. Something sure did. A grand battle. There were shut-ins and demonstrators. It was a bit different from what I wanted to hear, but I decided to listen to them. It was our land that was going to be sunken into the damn reservoir. I had fought as well, probably. The government guys were really adamant about it, acting all big and full of themselves. Since they figured out that they couldn't settle it with money, they did a bunch of nasty stuff. They were nasty guys. Mion spoke, externally, as if the whole thing was happening right in front of her. And amazed you guys won. You were facing the federal government, right? The mayor and prominent figures in the village all signed petitions. They went to Tokyo and
struck deals and legislated later. As a result, the development was restricted. It was all a complete victory.
That wasn't any violence, was there? Like assault or murder? None. She promptly cut me off. The same as Rena had. Your words signaled the end of the discussion. Tuba said, one arm wasn't found in the incident.
One arm wasn't found!
I thought the murder by dismemberment had occurred, but I guess I was wrong. My curiosity unstated, I should digest the inside.
I wanna go.
Later, see you tomorrow, Gishin-chan.
Okay.
You can't wash that off until you get home, got it? I got it, I won't. Mion held back her laughter while stealing glances at my face. I wonder what kind of nasty doodle they drew.
I'll be going myself.
Have fun, Fate. Damn you, Mion. You shall rue this day.
Bye to you all in Bailiani.
Thank you for joining me.
I did twice, actually 2.5 times longer than we normally do. Woo!
If our rules are ever reversed, I'm going to slope it one on. All over your face so you won't be able to take it off. Even with scorching pad. Upon arriving home, I ran straight into my mom. Embarrassed myself yet again. The mood I came home to was already on edge. It's not an uncommon thing in our family. Whenever Dad didn't come up with a good idea, it always ended up like this. He stomped around the house with his arms crossed. Mom whispered in my ear, "Welcome home, Kid. Dad, he's a bit of a runt right now, so don't bother him, okay?" He can't come up with a new idea? It's because the deadlines are so close together this time. Your dad needs time to recharge or he doesn't work as well. Dad's paintings feed our entire family. If he ran out of ideas, this is the end of Mayor's Bay. Merit Bears? We've never gone hungry before. Could it be that my dad is a master painter? Wouldn't it be easier if to get an idea taking like a walk outside rather than wandering around the house? The theme of the paint this time is the household. It seems your dad wants to use the house as a Muppet. That's quite a bothersome Muppet. Ki-chan, pick up your room. It looks terrible. Sorry, I'll clean it up later. Oh, come on, please don't tell me my room is the Muppet. Kichiki, there's still some time before dinner, so please go take a walk out back or something. His bad mood is only temporary. As soon as he gets an idea, his mood improves and he starts humming. Until then, it wouldn't be a good idea to just go take a walk so I don't abrogate him further. Well, I guess I will then. I said I was going to take a walk, but I didn't have any particular destination in mind. I just need to kill some time. I got on my bike and pondered where to go. I could just go read on like the bookstore, but it would take about an hour and a half by bike to get to town. It would be dark by the time I got back, so I don't want anyone to go unless I had to. The roads at night here in Himazawa creep me out. If Mian or Sotoko ever found out about that. I smile wearily. Oh yeah. Rina was probably still at the Mountain of Treasure, the dam construction site. The excavation of Colonel Sanders was probably taking her a while. It won't be so bad to have her own Omi one. She might run the favor next time we have club activities. With a little bit of a self-interest in mind, I set off towards the dam construction site. Timi-chan might be there as well. The only person who informed with information about the incident that both Rian and Mian denied without knowing anything about. If I met him again, I'd like to talk to him for more details, you know? That's, hey, was there like a restaurant here in Hinozawa? That's my real intention. I spotted Rena struggling on the slope of this garbage pile. It looked like Colonel Sanders was lodged in there pretty firmly. It didn't look like Rena was being able to excavate him by herself. The reason that Tamaki wasn't around, I began climbing the slope unsteadily. Hey, Rena! Looks like you're working up a sweat. What? Can you speak on? What brings you to a place like this? Place like this, huh? I see. She was aware of it, at least. I received a signal for emergency assistance at the accident site. Where's the injured party? Huh? An accident? Huh? But there was a report. Colonel Sanders was buried alive in the trash heap. Oh, that you scared me. Don't find me like that, Kushiki-kun. I was just kidding. I thought you might be struggling by yourself, so I came to help you out. You came for me? Well, I filled my quota for today. If I don't see Rena blush at least once a day, then I'm not getting my daily required neutral intake. Just kidding. You're embarrassing me now. So, what part was a joke? What part was it? I just know that her bewilderment. Okay, now move out of the way. So, where's Colonel Sanders? Sorry. Can't you see him? In that gap? He's really buried in there. The Colonel Sanders was sideways, surrounded by boards and other construction material, like they were caging him inside. According to Rena, it wasn't like this yesterday. Seems as though another illegal dump came yesterday. Dumped again, and now he's buried like this. You're trying to move this pile all by yourself? With those scrawny arms? There's no way she would be able to do that with her slender arms. But Colonel Sanders is so cute! There's a chain on the Colonel Sanders at the store. This one though, I should be able to take this one. Oh. If Rena gave up the Colonel Sanders, she'd probably start diversing a plan to steal the one from the store. As Rena's guardian, I won't allow her to soil her hands with crime. Out of the way, I'll do it. Rena blushed again, but this time I left it alone. The pile was enormous. Also, the more days we wasted, the more likely another illegal dump would occur. If I got buried any deeper, there'd be nothing that could be done. Kuchikun, I'll help too. Let me help. You'll just get in the way, so stay back. Pulling out scraps, spinning them, tossing them aside. quickly became covered in sweat and dust. Flying objects drew beautifully across the sky, across the twilight sky, one after another. Lumber, timber, plywood. Damn it! No matter how much I throw out, there was still more! Even though I could see Colonel Standards right there. After standing like that in front of Rena, I felt frantic because of how little I had progressed. If I was going to do this seriously, I need an axe or saw or something. Oh, that's enough, Kishi-kun. You're so sweaty. You don't have to try so hard. I'm just doing it for you, Rena. Don't worry about it, okay? Rena began spluttering and turning beet red. Whoops. I meant to say I was trying my best so as to keep her from being a criminal. Oh well. I guess I just need a break. This is pretty tough. I spill on my back over the grassy slope. I'm so sorry. You're covered in sweat. Runa patted her handkerchief against my forehead. It felt pretty nice. Oh, well, wait here a minute, okay? My house is pretty close. I'll bring you some barley tea, okay? Leaving the handkerchief on my forehead, Rina took off running. The cries of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. After I was certain that Rina was gone, I picked myself up and headed towards what I discovered earlier. There's a garbage pile of magazines and newspapers balled up in twine. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it was around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. There was bound stacks of not so reputable talibas was stacked chronically, going back quite a few years. It's quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. It was just as Tauka said then. Undoubtedly, there would be mounds on the murder. They're troubled times. There's no end to these sickening incidents. There's a large part of society dawned in by these incidents as well. So it had to be recorded somewhere. I unfastened the package and opened the ring page carefully, looking over the table of content. Not here. Next one. Not here. Not here. Next one. It's hard to search since I didn't know when it happened. I don't know where the predator or the victim was either. I only knew it happened here. I looked up so every so often to see if Rina had come back or not. I wonder what might want her to see me gawking at a dirty magazine, but it wouldn't just be that. Both Rina and Mayo, said they didn't know, but it had happened, without a doubt. As long as Taoki-san wasn't lying, then if both Rina and me, yeah, there was. If they had just said that, then I wouldn't have gotten so hung up on it. An incident that neither Rina nor Mio wished to talk about. Talking to uncover it after they tried to conceal it is out of good intentions. They made me feel like I was acting against my friends. He was a dam worker. Lynching. Murdered by dismemberment. Here it is. The featured article was in the back, and it seemed that there was a photograph in the color pages at the front. The page of the featured article was stuck together and wasn't easy to open. Rina could return at any moment. Feeling rushed, I gave up on opening the paragraphs. The police investigation were carrying a body bag, and newspaper reports were all bathing it in camera flashes. The image was blurry and hard to understand, but I could definitely make out the headlines. A tragic nightmare at the Hiwazawa construction site. Lynching and murder/dismemberment. The victim was the site foreman. He had assaulted his assailants daily with an explosive backlash from his daily action. It's a horrible image to see that site as a foreman. It happened. It really did happen. Seeing the details were on the next page, turning the page without pausing. Oh, it was the assault had butchered the victim body with hatchets and pickaxe. They used an axe to split their carvers into 6 pieces. The head, arms, legs, and torso. I could hardly just form the headline that it was just too horrible an incident. Normally, lynching is just assault and murder, right? Dismember it with hatchets and pickaxes? That wasn't a lynching. It was a merciless killing to the letter, a brutal murder done by a group of people with hatchets, with pickaxes, with an axe. Oh, sorry. Did I startle you? Mina dropped the axe. She was holding onto the grass after being startled by my voice. You see, earlier, you said it would help if you had an axe, didn't you? So then I brought an axe for you from the shed. Mina fluttered her arms in a panic, continuing to apologize and explain at the same time. It seemed I'd been gazing at her pretty intensely. I'm sorry, I guess my reaction was a bit overboard. No, I'm sorry as well. I'm sorry. Night was drawing close, so I was pretty worn out and it wouldn't hurt to do the rest tomorrow. Doesn't look like we can break the last beam with an axe. You bought it after all. I have to borrow it, alright? Okay. Why do you look so gloomed? Tomorrow will be digging out crown cinders, right? You're right. I really want to take Carson home soon. Hurrah! We both knew that it was useless to apologize any more than that. I clenched my thirst with the barely tea Rena brought and whipped off the cold sweat that had now gone cold. We took the path to the head home. I felt quite guilty about the towel wrapped up in my jacket. Oh, fear my jacket. My jacket is all knowing. Yes. I know, it was one left. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. Katsu. Alright, thank you all for joining me on Higurashi Chapter 1. This is going to be part 1. I'm going to attempt to finish it, and it will be amazing. We're going to get through this all. Have a good evening, morning, or afternoon. This was Masuki. I was joined by Fate earlier, but I hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye!